Alright. There we go. I don't really agree with that stash hand. I mean, like, they're both different things. It's not like a huge difference, but I'd much rather just have the you go to a level than go to this area in the hub world and point around the Wii remote and all that stuff. Much more straightforward. Hello. What's up, Alec?
Oh, nothing much. Just like finishing the next review, and then I can finally start the Mega Man retrospective I've been planning. That's about it. How you doing?
Get out of my way, you fucking Pianta.
Sorry.
Well, Alec, now you know what he thinks.
What?
He asked how you were doing, and then you're like, get over. And it's like, well, now you know what he thinks of you, Alec.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm doing alright, Alec. Just kinda
You sound a little
finish up
tired.
the game here.
I think he is a little tired, but he's almost done with the game. So we can pull this off.
I've got a little bit more left than you might think, but...
I mean, I'd be exhausted after playing Sunshine myself. I'm so...
It's so funny.
clever.
Let's see, he wants one of those...
We can always agree
Yes.
on one thing. Sunshine's better than 3D Land.
So
Yeah, I
as soon as
suppose
As soon as you get like the 17 other blue coins, you're gonna immediately cash them in, right?
I prefer to do that right before the final boss.
Oh, me too.
Ah, okay.
It's kind of like saving all the marshmallows for last with the old Lucky Charms. I just do that with the blue coins. Save.
No, I might as well get the 100 coin shine while I'm at it.
Wait, there's
Come
one
here,
of
you
those
stupid
for
bluebird.
Plaza?
What? Yeah.
Plaza? But there are hardly
Yes,
any
there's
coins
one.
here.
No, there are plenty of them. There are actually a lot of coins.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Oh, wow.
this is one of those levels where it's really easy to get the 100 coin shine. There's also the Delfino airstrip, which counts as part of the plaza, so you can get coins there too.
Oh, I love that section because of
Oh.
like the turbo nozzle, and you get to like run.
Yeah, that's the only time they ever do anything with that nozzle.
I know, it's so much fun. It's like my favorite when I do get to use it.
Well, I suppose there's the one secret level we haven't played yet where you use the turbo nozzle as well. Yeah. Let's see.
I remember when it was kind of.
I don't know. I'm not so like. I really love Gusty Garden. That's my favorite video game song. But it's like, I couldn't. Freeze Flame Galaxy's song isn't very good. Like, I feel like, Tristan, if you were to sit down and listen to like a full playlist of the entire soundtrack, then you'd kind of see what I mean.
Like Puzzle Plank Galaxy, I love the rhythm in that and the instruments used. It's so much fun.
As I said before, I head out for my walk and zip right back. I do like the way this plaza is constructed. I like how the buildings aren't actually that big, but they kind of feel big, depending on the angle. I like how it's basically a level in itself. Like, you didn't have 100 coin mission and, you know, and Aegis Castle, as big as that was. So, yeah, as far as hub worlds and 3D games go, it seems pretty good.
What the fuck? Oh, there you go. I wasn't saying what the fuck to you. Just clear.
I remember back when this was first released, it's quite a big deal. It was like, whoa, Yoshi's in the 3D game. Look at Yoshi.
And you play him in the...
So like, Galaxy 2. Then it's like, oh my god, you can play as Yoshi in 3D. It's like, yeah, anyone remember Shine?
Yeah, but I don't know, Yoshi just amounts to like a way to get a few blue coins and to get in a couple areas, and that's pretty much it. Whereas you play him in Galaxy 2 and he has his own power-ups and everything. Felt like they did more with him there.
As gruesome as this is to imagine, this is a guy's been running around for so long, I imagine his back is covered with third-degree burns. And Yoshi just well, maybe second degree. And Yoshi just spewed his, like, stomach acid all over those wounds. So that guy is not gonna sleep well tonight.
As a burn victim myself, I don't mind. That's funny.
You've been victimized by burns? This is the first I've heard of it.
I actually have scars on my right arm that I always hide in my videos. You ever wonder why I sometimes wear baseball shirts? The sleeves are long enough to conceal the burns.
Huh.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know, but how did you get the burns, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, there's this, like, little stroller toy thing that I always played with and stuff, where it basically develops motor skills and all that. I was 8 months old at the time, so I don't really remember the incident. But they were cooking something, and somehow, like, the toy got, like, stuck, like, the whale toy got stuck in, like, a cord, and the cord, like, moved the handle of the pot, and it spilled all over, got rushed to the hospital.
Oh, God.
In the hospital. Shitload of surgery, and, yeah. Now I can help people.
I once ran along a dock, just a family thing, and the dock was slippery and my sandals were slippery, and of course I fell over before I could jump into the water. And this one board
that sounds painful.
High, it went deep into my knee. I remember seeing it, and I think it may have gone down to the bone. I could barely feel it, but it's like I looked in and I saw this white stuff, and I assumed, oh, that's just the meat. It's just white meat. And I'm thinking, I might have been looking at the phone because you feel like the skin on your knee and like rub it around a little bit. It's not that thick. It's
It's a bit gruesome.
Weirdly, I don't remember it hurting much. I guess I killed all the nerve cells in that area.
Ouch.
I once tripped over while sitting down. I don't know how I did that.
Alright. Oh, wait, I got this here.
I also once twisted my neck doing somersaults on a couch. Thankfully, I only twisted it, I didn't break it. I might not be able to walk. But, yeah, I hurt myself a lot as a kid. Surprisingly so for a kid who didn't go outside much. I just kept finding ways to hurt myself indoors.
The only injuries I ever, like other than the burns, the only other severe injury I ever suffered was, like, an ear, like, a paintbrush in the ear. That's about it. My sister and I were playing doctor.
Your childhood sounds like the most interesting thing.
Well, it's actually quite boring, but there's just a few select moments that are quite funny.
I like how that sign spits out a coin when you do it. And how it like swings back and forth. Yeah, took them like a good hour or so, I think, to slowly twist my neck back into its proper shape.
Oh God! Oh my goodness! It just gave me the heebie-jeebies.
If they push like
I can't stand. I get really squeamish about like gore and stuff.
I'm sorry, because there was a delicate thing that needed steady hands, and if they weren't careful, they might accidentally, you know, like, it was already twisted. I was just lucky it wasn't snapped. But wait, now I think about it, there's a lot of times in my life where I almost died.
It's like, oddly, I only get squeamish when someone gets named. Like, when I first saw it,
like, loses an arm.
I was like 10 years old, and just seeing Luke's hand sliced off, I was traumatized by that.
You know, a bit of subtle like filmmaking is the metal pillar next to them that also gets sliced, and you see a burn mark on it. It's like a subtle way of telling the viewer what just happened to Luke's arm, and it's like instantly cauterized. It's pretty interesting, little things like that. Anyway, geez, I've been putting this up, but how many blue coins are left?
That's a good question. 8 coins.
Oh dang! Well, if I leave now, I might miss you catching the final. Want to like play a
Nah, we've got a lot of little stars to grab. Or little shines, I guess.
Alright, Super Mario
So, feel free.
says, like, what are you guys' thoughts on the Rayman games?
I don't know, I try them, and, like, they don't do anything for me.
Like, I mean, like, the first Rayman, it's alright. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's just like, maybe it's because I didn't grow up with it that I just don't really care for it. It's just, it's got nice visuals, probably the best looking platformer I've seen, but that's about it. I can't really tell you anything else about it other than the nice animations. But Rayman Origins, that one was...
I'll be back in a little bit.
Alright.
Yeah, Origins,
Oh, boy.
it's fun the first few hours and all that, but like, I don't know, there's nothing really you go back to other than just for those butterfly thingies, or what? They kind of look like Navi, but they're collectible items.
They're called lums.
Yeah.
Looks like I know that much.
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
own a copy, but I played it at my friend Andy's because he had it on his Xbox 360.
Let's see.
I've yet to play like Rayman 2 and 3.
I played Rayman 2 on the 3DS. I don't know if that's a good version of it to play,
no,
but
it's not. It's horrible.
like I don't really remember much about it.
Well,
Like the gameplay itself wasn't very interesting. So maybe I own the PS2 version now. It's around here somewhere.
oh yeah, I heard that was
But-
like some people call that the definitive version of Rayman 2. But like Rayman 3DS, I don't think you can get like full camera control thanks like unless you have like an attachment.
I don't really think the I don't even think that if you get that one thing that it works that way. The Circle Pad Pro, that's what it's called.
Yeah, that sure looks like a dead on arrival.
Yeah, it's like who cares? I heard that all it really does for Kid Icarus Uprising is let you play left-handed.
Well, that's something, I guess.
Yeah.
I bet you it's pretty rare by now.
Well, there's the new 3DS has it all built in.
Ah, thank God. I mean, thank science. I mean, thank the great graduated cylinder.
All right. Let's look at this. Yeah. That's why I like Galaxy 2 Stash Hand. So I think that even if you're not as big on it as me, at least I don't know, at least you can maybe understand where I'm coming from with that.
Yeah, Galaxy 2 I'll like over Galaxy 1 for one reason, and it's surprisingly a reason people hate Galaxy 2 or just don't like it as much as Galaxy 1. I really like the green stars. They're so much fun to collect.
I mean, it's my favorite game and all, but even I'm not a huge fan of the green. Like, I'm glad that there's some kind of thing. Like, I appreciate it for like the exploration factor, but the one thing that kills it for me is the fact that every time you go back to a level, and this seems really minor, but hear me out. Every time you go back to a level that has a green thing in it, it does the Prankster Comet warning siren. That wastes like that extra few seconds of your life, and it's just like, why the hell does this need to happen? Looks like there's a blue coin over there. Am I gonna get over there?
I mean, I won't say all of them are like I won't say any like all of them are perfect. The ones toward like the end kind of bothered me a little bit, but some of the green stars are quite fun to collect.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get them all again when I do the review.
Yeah, it's definitely quite the task. I remember like it taking a lot longer than when I just began the playthrough and ended it by beating Bowser. It just took that.
Oh yeah.
It's like twice as long.
I guess there are no other blue coins underneath the ground. Wouldn't it be funny if this is the place where I couldn't find the last blue coins?
That'd be hilarious.
Let's see. So I think I know we have
Plaza was hard.
one. There's one left in the airstrip. I have to ditch Yoshi. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got the Yeah, might as well just go get the 100 coin shine now. Whew. Let's see. Yeah, it would be. I would love it if there could be a PC release for the Taxman and Stealth games, remasters or ports or whatever you want to call them.
Why hasn't Three Knuckles got the green light for a remaster?
Because Sega doesn't know how to print money, apparently.
That happens to the best of us. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right. So what? Let's see. So what I think we got left is. Yeah, we've got these guys. Right, so you got this lady who wants bananas. She wants the bananas. It's gonna take a little while to get.
She looks like she had one too many. Oh my god.
Yeah. Jay was a little jaded today.
It's alright. I'm slightly overweight, so I can make jokes like that. I can meet a community.
I'm probably bigger than you. Not that that's something worth bragging about.
I was imagining you as like a tall and skinny kind of guy.
No. I'm very average height and...
Oh, right. I
don't
can't think
know.
you're like 6'5".
No, I maybe...
Like in your videos, you always
think of it.
position the camera to make it seem that way, and then I see that.
Well, no, not on purpose. I don't.
You just look like you tower over me.
No, if we met in real life, I'm probably like 5'6" or something. I don't even really know.
Taller than you. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Actually, no. 5 inches taller. Jeez, I didn't know you were that short. I mean, I saw Eric tower over you, but I didn't think you were that.
Eric is like maybe like a few inches taller. I'm not very much like Krispy Kreme. I'm not very tall, but if you ain't got money, and I won't mess with y'all. All right.
The brightest of them all.
Alright, she wants the pineapples. Yeah, the pineapples.
Where did Eric come up with this shit?
I don't know.
There's something not right with that kid. And apparently he's like really, really smart in history.
Yeah, for as goofy as he is pretty. He's as smart as a whip. He's also... I don't know. Let's just say that behind the scenes we don't always get along.
I always knew that this two brothers play video games and get along just fine was just an act. Knew it! I knew it!
There we go.
What would you fight about?
I don't want to share that.
Socialism versus capitalism or something like that.
Let's see. It's another blue coin.
Or perhaps you were touting the merits of the European Commonwealth and he disagreed.
Okay, so we got the durian lady next,
Awesome.
which is the worst one.
Who eats durian?
Trying to think of what else I might have missed, because you're missing it. We're gonna have like 2 left after this. Yeah, I don't know why they felt the need to put this in. Like the other fetch quests are like really short and easy, but this one's like really annoying for some reason.
There's a reason why I'm not called the Fetch Quest Gamer. I really hate Fetch Quests.
Otherwise known as the only thing to do in Botwa.
It's so interesting, you can't even grab these durians.
Yeah, I don't know why Mario can't just pick them up.
Because they're spiky, you get thorns in his hands. Because like...
He has gloves!
Yeah, but cartoon logic, man. You can't argue against that.
What do you mean I can't argue against cartoon logic?
You just can't. You just gotta go with the flow.
And ironically, me deciding not to go all the way around is probably why it's taking so long. Did it go in? Yes. Oh, fuck, it went in the water.
Azelle says, I swear, Shigeru Miyamoto was on drugs when he made the pea balloon in Super Mario World. That's the one that makes Mario fat and he's like a balloon.
Yeah, I know what the pea balloon is.
Hey, King K, what's up?
For God, Kate. Oy. Let's see if he wants to join.
Would you rather have King K or King K impressionist?
That's cool, Tristan. That's fun. You drew a picture of me as a South Park character, and that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Just looked like Cartman with my beard and hat. I don't know. Not like Cartman, but you know, all the characters in that show kind of look the same.
Yeah.
Like the very typical South Park. Let's see.
Hello everyone, I'm King K, and I hope you all have some well-deserved fun today.
That's not what I saw. It's a good attempt, though.
Alright. Nah, come on.
How far are you in this game?
We just got Delfino Plaza. Sure, Shine count. It'll be up in a few moments. We're at 81, and we only have a few blue coins left.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Dude, Dan, you sound exhausted.
He always kind of sounds like that when it's not the podcast.
Well, he sounds extra exhausted.
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, that's probably why.
Oh, hope it's not insomnia or anything serious.
No, I'm just stupid. I was in a Discord call last night, and I was supposed to get up early.
Let me guess, with Liam?
No.
Ah, I didn't know you could do that. Thanks, Exploding Celebi, for the nice tip. I'm always learning something new about this game.
No, I don't believe I've ever played that. I haven't played any Sega Saturn game except Nights into Dreams, and that's only because it got a Steam port.
Then, technically, it's not a Saturn game that way.
I guess. Hey, are you still alive?
What?
Exactly. I'm sorry. I'm cruel. I'm sadist.
The Sade Quest gamer. For God's sake, the fucking camera keeps getting caught in the wall. I need to be able to see what I'm doing.
Best camera control in a Mario game.
This one tiny area is a little bit pissing me off. Right, perfect. Get it in there. And after this, I'll have 2 more left. Oh, I know where the last one is. That's an easy one.
Good. Now get all the Pizza Planet tokens in Toy Story 2 now.
That's easy.
That's easy.
I could do that tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm King K, and I want to do my first Let's Play on Toy Story 2.
It'll be easy. I know that game.
You can trick Liam somehow into thinking that you get to play as Jesse or something. I don't know, because PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds incident with Liam.
Oh, yeah.
That was hilarious.
I wanted to race Liam in Toy Story 2, but he saw how I played in a stream and he was too afraid to race me because I can beat the game really fast.
I remember you said you wanted to do like a Let's Play and all that, and it was going to be Toy Story 2, but you just never got around to it last summer.
I said it again.
Well, if you'd like someone to race a King K, I'd be up for some Toss Story 2.
I need a good challenge.
I haven't played it since I was a kid. No, I'm kidding. You'd probably kick my ass. It's bad enough I have to hear about my loss against Frank in the Super Mario Bros. 3 race.
Yeah. That moment when someone's better at your favorite game of all time than you are.
That's up.
Speaking of Frank, he's back! Alright, we just got one more blue
No.
coin and we'll be done.
Of course he shows up. Did you say about he makes the race? I'm pretty game tank. I'm gonna humiliate him.
Hello guys, I'm Frank the Gamer Tank. I like wrestling.
Would I be digging my own grave if I made a pun here? He said that in a Shovel Knight review. He will never live that down. Ever.
And just like you'll never live down actual 3D avatars.
Yeah, fuck you.
We got that one. We got the one in the prison exploding Selby. The last one we need to get's here in the airstrip.
Dude, that Panther dude with the shades, he's got class.
And that, my friends, is all 240 blue coins.
Cool. I can't wait to see the weird beavers.
Beavers? What are you talking about?
Those beavers. No, I'm sorry, not beavers. Raccoons. Jeez, I get my animals.
Oh. Actually, it's a tanuki.
No, Frank, I will never
Which you wouldn't get.
I won't lose again to my favorite game of all time. It's too good.
No, I smell a rematch coming.
It's gonna happen this December. I'm gonna read his best.
I'll race you, even though I've never played that game. I'll race you.
Even King
How
beat me because he's.
how have you not played
I don't know.
Mario 3 or Mario World?
I don't know. I didn't grow up with them. I grew up with the Mario Advance game that had Mario 2 in it, and that's it.
Oh, I love that one. That's a fun game.
No, that's the best way to play Mario 2.
Yeah, even though I still say that like the original was pretty good in its own right.
I really... They really should not have kept the stupid limited continues thing for that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like that bonus game is just like... Clearly that's how they expect you to keep your lives up, but it doesn't work.
Yeah,
Donkey Kong Country 2 race. Well, who could I race with? Who could I race with?
I haven't played any of the Donkey Kong Country games.
I could probably do
Except for
it.
Tropical Freeze. I played Tropical Freeze.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe... Like, I know there are a few people in my friendship or in, I don't know, just in the larger Exio group who know that game pretty well, but I don't know if they'd actually be interested in streaming with me.
yeah, I'm pretty sure Geek Critique would be up for it if you asked. That guy, he knows Donkey Kong Country too. He's like,
Yeah, he was one of the people I was thinking of.
that game, even though it's one of my personal favorites, I'm not so good. I can memorize all the locations instantly. Like what's suppressed.
No, it's surprisingly not that difficult when you've done it already.
It's more linear and all that, but I don't know all the exploits and secrets in the game.
Yeah, those I don't know.
I'm always finding something
So
new
if I-
when I replay that game.
God's sake.
I'm just never a speedrunning type. I always like to take my time. I like to take my time with games. The only game I could speedrun would be like Star Fox 64, only because I played that game a lot as a kid.
Yeah. Another good one for speedrunning is the first Spyro game.
Yeah, I like that one. I'll probably give up by the
Yeah,
third world, but
Yeah. I could one session that game, no problem.
isn't that
Alright.
like your second favorite in the trilogy?
Yeah. Because it's like Spyro 2 is kind of like the awkward middle child of the bunch. Because you got Spyro 1 where it's like really straightforward, easy to speed run, and they cut down on all the minigames and it's just straightforward collectathon stuff. And then you've got Spyro 3 where it's like very collectathon and has a lot of gameplay styles in its stuff. A lot of variety. A lot of focused variety. In contrast to something like Conker's Bad Fur Day. And it's like those are kind of two ends of the extremes and people are going to prefer one or the other, but then you have Spyro 2 in the middle that's not quite good at either. Well, and it's got the weakest plot of the three. has more enjoyable characters than the first one, but in terms of like the plot making sense, you know, that's kind of where it falls flat on its face, because you could take Ripto out and it wouldn't change a thing in terms of what you're doing in the levels, because Ripto has nothing to do with what's going on at all.
That was like implied.
Whereas you play the first one, it's like your goal is to rescue your dragon friends, and Nasty Nork is just kind of like the frosting on the cake. And then the third one, the Rhinoxo worked for the sorceress, and you're trying to get your dragon buddies back.
But then Ripto manipulate the countries into like
That's only the only part of the game that alludes to that is the manual. There's nothing in game that says Ripto has brought all of the Tikis to life, or Ripto unleashed a Yeti into our temples. None of that stuff ever happens. It's just like the Breeze Builders and the other guys are fighting just because they hate each other. It just seems like Ripto is so disconnected from everything else that's going on in a way that, and they like play him up as the big threat, but he never does anything. So it's kind of like.
I always saw him as kind of like a undetonated missile. So, an evil that hasn't happened yet, but could.
They needed to have him like kill off a character or blow up something. Or
he tried to kill that.
There needed to be a scene where they really show off why he's a threat, and they don't do that. So he just kind of. I like Greg Berger's performance is really good there, and he's a fun villain and all that. But
he's in the new.
Like he and Spyro have the best interactions of all the villains in the series, I think, in that game in particular, because like Nasty Nork and Spyro never really have a scene together, and there's no scene between the sorceress and Spyro for some reason, even though it should be like no-brainer, like you took all of my friends away from me, or you stole my entire species, and there should have been something like that, but instead you just fight her right away and she says nothing to you ever. So that was a big missed opportunity, but you know,
maybe we can alleviate that with a eventual, like, I don't know, a Nasty trilogy if they ever make one. It's a Spyro.
A what trilogy?
The Spyro Nasty trilogy. That's what I figured they call it. I don't know.
Is that like a in-joke I don't remember from those games? I don't get it. Sergeant Bird's not too bad. You just need to know about the strafing. That's about it. Like that section with the cat witches, if you press, it's either L1 and L2 or L2 and R2. You can use those to strafe while you're flying around, and that makes it much easier to dodge the witches. I have not played ODST. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about, Stashian. They don't do anything with the villains in 1 and 3, so that's the one thing I can give Ripto credit for, is that he and Spyro actually have some interactions, but other than that, it's just like, eh. Ripto doesn't do anything of consequence in the plot. Like, as bad as Into the Dragonfly was, Ripto actually does something in that game. He makes all the dragonflies go away.
What was it, Season of Flame?
Yeah, even those games have, I don't know. Like, Grendor, he freezes all the fairies and ice and fucks up the world. Riptail steals all the dragonflies, or not the dragonflies, the fireflies. Essentially makes it so that they can't breathe fire anymore and freezes the land. And then Ripto in the third game just kind of invades everything and messes around, which is what the plot in the second game should have been.
Oh, I agree. I cannot stand Agent 9. He kind of ruined the Spyro 3 for me. I mean, it's still my second favorite in the trilogy, but it's not saying much.
I know, it felt like the controls to me, and it's ironic because I'm going to be complaining a bunch about Conker's shooting controls when I get there, but it plays exactly like Mega Man Legends. So I was able to hop right into that, and it's like you're only using like the sort of You're only using that sort of control style for the first level you play as him in, whereas when you get to the first-person level, it uses the same scheme, but it kind of makes a little more sense. My problem with Conker is that it's trying to be a dual analog scheme, but one of the sticks, so to speak, is a D-pad, and they're reversed. That just fucks me over. Whereas with the Agent 9 scheme, it's not that hard to wrap your head around. You press L1 and R1 to strafe, and then you shoot.
Well, I think what I like about Spyro 2 the most is the NPCs, like those monks. There's just something hilarious about them. And I think you made fun of them in their Let's Plays of it.
Well, you mean like Brother
They're
Clive?
dancing, there's just something hilarious about them.
I will say one thing I did like how like the Breeze Builder world and the whatever the other species were that looked like a slug. I liked how those were kind of connected.
Yeah, it was pretty ahead of its time. I mean, I think it was like one of the first games that just like show like a homosexual relationship, like with Romeo and Juliet, the Breeze Builder, and all that.
I don't think that was supposed to be homosexual.
No, it was.
I think that she was just supposed to be a very weird-looking girl.
No, but I always thought they were like both male characters or something like that.
Yeah. Can't read that guy's name because it's in bright green. But hello, B Bing 1996.
It's so ahead of its time.
Yeah, I think I would say that, Codebox. Sorceress has more of an impact on the story, and like especially her evil plot is to basically kill a bunch of babies so that she can live forever.
Yeah.
which is a pretty evil plan. You gotta give credit for her. But yes, I would say that Ripto as a character is more entertaining.
I also really like the side characters such as Hunter the cheetah. I'm so glad he was brought back in Spyro 3.
Well, he comes back in all of the sequels.
Yeah, he's such a likable little doofus.
Is it just me, or is she kind of cute when she's angry? This isn't a place for a little dragon and pussycats. Come back when you finished witch school, okay? Kind of think of it, if you guys want to do Spyro next, I'd be all over that.
Oh, I love that.
And you can play all 3 of the games. I'd have no problem with that. I love those games to death. Never gotten Crash, but I love Spyro.
I like both trilogies, to be honest. Oh, like Crash 1, Spyro 1...
I don't really feel like it's mutually exclusive or anything. Yeah, the Nasty Trilogy, that's what they should call it. Oh, that's what you meant with the G!
Yeah, like it's kind of like how Crash did the Insane Trilogy. Just
gotcha.
On the one the island names. They should do a Nasty Trilogy.
But didn't you hear? The game is bad because they should have called it the Insanity Collection.
Wasn't that Categories or something?
No, it was TGX.
Oh, right.
He wasn't huge on it, which is fine.
Yeah, that was alright. It was a fun video to watch.
It's fine for him to have a negative perspective on all that. I just think he maybe got a little too targeting his own audience kind of right out of the gate. Probably not what he should have done.
Okay, that might have been like the negative reaction he was mentioning on Twitter.
Yeah. Let's see. Spyro would be fun to watch because of so many. Yeah. Spyro games are really good.
Like I generally don't care for collectathons all that much, but the few I do like are like the Spyro games. They're fun because they're fast. You can get those collectibles as fast.
They're very fast paced. That's what I really enjoy about them as well. Is how, first of all, there's got way more content than like any of the Mario games or Banjo.
Agreed.
Like way more levels, but they're also shorter and easier to play in smaller bursts.
And the camera is actually pretty alright. I mean, you can move the L and R buttons. That's exactly what I want of a collectathon. Not some like 45-degree turning camera with like Banjo-Kazooie or Super Mario 64.
It's only really the case in Banjo 1 though. Second game has basically the same thing as Conquer, where you just hold the C button and it'll keep going.
Probably why I prefer Tooie over Kazooie, to be honest, even though it's a much larger game and backtracking is a huge issue, but...
Yeah, Bianca was a really good character in the third game. She's probably the only character in the Spyro trilogy who has any sort of development. Like, I guess Hunter learns to trust Spyro by the end of the game. And I guess Allura kind of becomes a leader. But nobody else really learns or changes in the games,
Yeah, like,
besides
I never really liked
Bianca.
Spyro as a character. I like the games, but Spyro was never really a reason why I like the games. I mean,
I can agree with that, I guess, but he still has more going on than Crash ever did.
Actually, I was going to say Crash had a lot more going for him. You see, when Crash is about to ride Polar the Bear in one of the levels, you can just see the mischievous expression and all that. He's just so goofy.
And that's about the extent of it, though. He doesn't really... I just don't understand what his character is supposed to be.
Like, his character is just a goofy bandicoot who's like the result of a lab accident. He's essentially a cartoon character, not three-dimensional. I don't want to know his tragic backstory or anything like that.
Like, I could describe to you what... It's kind of like that game that Mr. Plinkett played in the Phantom Menace review. It's like, tell me who Queen Amidala is, and nobody could do it. I couldn't do it for Crash. But I could, with Spyro, I could at least say he's kind of like a bratty little kid with a heart of gold, or something like that.
I got that from the first game, but the second and third games and all that, all I know about him is he wants to go on vacation, but shit happens.
Well, he still has a couple moments where he's just like, in terms of his dialogue, you can see certain stuff where he's just like, so Torch, I'll grab those talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime. Stuff like that. And then in those scenes that he has with Bianca throughout the game are also pretty fun. The problem is that in the second and third game, he doesn't have a lot of dialogue.
That's probably it. It's just...
Whereas in the first game, he talks to people a lot of the time, so you can kind of get more of what they're trying to do with them. I don't know. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually kind of liked him in Hero's Tale. That might actually be my favorite appearance from him. I thought Jess Harnell did a good job. What?
I haven't really played that game in like so long, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not very good, but Haydox likes it.
Of course.
And I know that that Louise guy likes it. Luis.
Oh, another.
What else? What else do I need to get?
Oh, what are you
I'm trying to remember. Oh, the 2 bell towers, of course. Pineapple. Where do I find the pineapples? You gotta go find the bananas. You have pineapples over here. Yeah, we'll do... Next time we stream, we'll do the Spyro games.
I hate how like when Crash Mind Over Mutant and Crash of the Titans, they made him really annoying. They like he just spoke gibberish and all that. I'm like, they made him really stupid. I mean, Crash was a little dumb. He was kind of an idiot, but he was never this stupid.
And I was like, TGX was asking like, why do we need to do this? And it's like, and you look at all the stuff that they were kind of doing with Crash after a while, I think it kind of makes sense to kind of bring him back to square one. I think even Andy Gavin was like, you guys need to do a reboot or something. Let's see.
I'm glad the Insane Trilogy did well, because now like the knows that there is room for like a game to be made like this. I don't know what else they could do with the formula, because like I always said
that was kind of the problem, wasn't it? As they got past the third game, it's just like they didn't really know what to do with them.
Like like Spyro 3, Crash 3, you can kind of tell they're just trying to throw in new ideas just for the sake of having them. It wasn't really natural. It wasn't genuine. It was just like, we can't really do anything more with just a normal Crash or Spyro playstyle, so let's add in a few vehicle segments or new characters or stuff like that. Sometimes they work, but other times they're a miss. It's just... that's when you can usually tell when something just needs to end.
Yeah, I guess.
Or get a serious revision.
At this point, I'm so starved for, you know, an actual Spyro game and all that, that even if it was super derivative, I'd still love it anyway. Like if Enter the Dragonfly had actually been finished, and you know, it looked like it had the potential to be a nice follow-up to Year of the Dragon. But, you know, obviously they didn't have time to finish it because Universal was like, we need to release this in Christmas. Something similar kind of happened with Grabbed by the Ghoulies, if you've ever heard of that game.
Yeah, actually, that's one I really like that one. Okay, I don't really like it, but it was enjoyable from what little I played of it.
Like, it was gonna be a much more ambitious game than it ended up being, but when Microsoft bought them out, they were basically forced to transition it to the Xbox, which ended up being very difficult, so they basically had to cut a lot of stuff out and really simplify the gameplay in order to make the launch window. So if they had just taken the extra year to make the game the way they wanted it, you know, so it's just kind of a shame that ended up happening, because it's kind of a story with a lot of the Rare games that came out after the buyout, was they had planned to make them bigger and more ambitious than they ended up being, but because it was kind of at a time where games were getting more complicated to make, you know, where like it used to be you could have like 5 people working on a game and finish it no problem. It was getting to that point, like with Perfect Dark Zero, really only like 15 or 25 people worked in that game at a time where usually you'd have like 100 people working on a 360 game. And it was a launch title, but still, and they had to rush it out the door and drop a lot of stuff. Like, they originally wanted it to be like you could have 50 people playing in an online match, but they were forced to cut that down to 32 to make the launch window.
Wow. Mr. Plinkett said something similar about like movies and all. There used to be just a few people working on it, but now there's like half the country.
Yeah. Why, everybody's a goddamn computer animator. Alright, so we're up to 117. We're missing 2 shines. I'm trying to think of what I haven't gotten yet.
Didn't the airstrip have like a second shine?
No, well, I mean, I got that one already. Got 2 bell towers, got the shine gate, got the one in the sand. Oh, I know one that we're missing. Got the sunshine, we have the golden bird. The golden bird, the little mermaid, the pretty woman. No, 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 no. Don't you see? Ogres don't live happily ever after. Now look here, lady. Don't you dare point those dirty green sausages at me!
I love Shrek too. Damn, you really have it out for Nick Studio 10?
I want to paint this Vinky gold. How about no?
You ever played Shrek Extra Large?
Eric played it.
I saw it stream. My god. That's like one of the worst games I ever played, but it's also one of the funniest. So bad. Cookie!
Shirk 2.
I'm not going alone!
I want the cookies!
As someone of German descent, that really offends me.
I thought that you made German jokes all the time and claimed comedic immunity.
It's okay for us Jerrys to make it, but no one else can.
I have German descent too.
Oh, cool. I know.
What do you think Xander is?
I used to think like Xander was like British or something.
Alright, so that means we should be up to 18, right? Yeah.
Xander?
So we got one more Shine Sprite hidden around here somewhere, and I'm trying to dig out of the recesses of my brain what it would be. So we went up there, got the bell towers, we got the one in the sand, we got the lighthouse, we got the one in the prison.
I had like Gaudy Geeky.
Got the red coin stage, we got both the Pachinko and the Poison River done.
Which one was the shine that was like under that bridge that you had to use a rocket nozzle to get into? Was that the Pachinko?
That was the Pachinko machine, and you don't need the rocket nozzle. You can just ride the boat up there. Oh fuck! I forgot about the second round of Box Smash.
Oh, right. I hate it when
So let's go back in.
It just like puts in the same place and just forget about it.
And it's like people accuse this game of having a lot of filler, but you could say the same thing about essentially the Yeah, the Prankster Comet shine, or stars, the Galaxy games.
Yeah, but I'm like...
They're pretty much the same thing as the red coin missions in this game.
I wouldn't say that, because they're actually fun to collect. Red coins don't make a nice twinkly sound.
Yeah.
Mad Space can go die in a fire.
Well, if you would like to see how to play it very easily, check out the series I did.
Like, Mad Space, it sucks, but it doesn't really bother me as much as, like, that one zone with the water levels.
I don't know, I thought that one was
Like
really easy, too.
Like the hint system where it's backwards, I just knew to read it backwards. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah. I don't know, apparently people just don't know that you can look at the hints from the pause menu. Which really does explain a lot.
That
but,
actually,
you know, whatever.
That actually surprisingly increased my enjoyment of the stages, even though I still think they're alright.
Alright, you guys ready to get 24 shines?
Look, it's Sly Cooper. That's so clever. Jay's gonna...
I wonder how many people actually got that joke.
I bet Jay was laughing his ass off because anything Sly related he loves. He just eats it up.
Yeah. What would I say is my worst review? Probably my Jack 1 video.
Yeah, that really offended me.
Alright, so now we have to wait for Nick to come back, because he decided to go for a walk.
Surprisingly, your Jack 2 is one of my favorite videos.
Really?
Yeah, I really like that one. It kind of showed a transformation with you.
Yeah. So I don't know, you guys want to maybe play a little something else while we wait for him?
Last shine. Oh wait, oh sure. Spiral 1.
No, I don't want to start that yet. Maybe we could play. Let's see what else I got.
You have
All right. Go back to the.
Just in time.
Oh fuck! Looks like we're not gonna be able to do another game after all, fellas.
What? Oh.
I was planning on doing something else while we waited for you, but you came back immediately.
Jeez, I didn't get to see you get the last blue coin. Or
Yeah, I took my Jack
all.
1 review down. You guys can't watch it anymore.
Aww. It's like burning
Well,
down.
technically, it's on private, but you know, whatever.
Oh, okay. I mean, that means if I give you a certain amount of money on Patreon,
boy. I can't believe I got here just in time to see it end.
trust me, you don't really want to see the Jack 1 review.
What the hell is this?
So have you used
This is the thing I hate about Nintendo. I don't have a Patreon. I gotta have to reboot the system real quick.
Have you used the N64 emulator with Homebrew?
Which one are you talking about?
I don't know. I saw you had Wii 64 or whatever.
Yeah, that Wii 64 does not work very well at all. I would not recommend it.
I need a way to play Mario Party 1 because they didn't release that on Virtual Console.
Ah,
I hate that game.
fuck.
That blistered my thumb. Like that tug of war game. I'm not kidding. That gave my thumb a blister.
What did?
Like the Mario Party 1 tug of war game. Like you have to spin the joystick around, but because the Nintendo 64's controller joystick is very hard, it'll blister your thumb really easily.
What the fuck did I just do? What? You don't want to go to the Wii Shop channel?
Is that even still a thing?
I probably. I know that you can actually access it with Dolphin now.
That's weird.
It's kind of a.
I didn't have any money when I first got the Wii, so I would just go on the Wii Shop channel just to listen to the music and browse the titles, but mostly listen to the music. It's okay.
Have you listened to the version of Hotline Bling?
No.
With the Wii Shop channel
Wait,
song
is that
in it?
on
It's really
Eric's
good.
Cancer playlist? I might have listened to it.
I'm almost certain that it is, because he's the one who showed me it.
You know, it's funny. While I was out on my walk, I had this sense, like in the back of my, like at the base of my skull, and like, I gotta get back there. No, I've been away too long. They're probably gonna finish up faster than they said. And then I got here and I see the 119, and I'm like,
yeah, we were gonna wait for you. Either way.
Yeah,
All right, come on, game, load. Jesus Christ, Nintendont. Someone link the stream to the Nintendont team so they can fucking fix this crap. It is the thing I hate the most about it. Is that sometimes it just won't work. It's like, no matter, I have the latest updated version.
Damn, if I had come here just a minute sooner, this wouldn't have happened. But it just continued the game.
Well, there's a problem with the hardware, not with you.
Yeah, but still, I hope this doesn't, like... I hope we don't have to, like, cancel the final boss and then do, like, a final...
Worst case scenario, I'll just play it with the normal GameCube mode. I'm sure it won't affect the, What is worse than the squawk section in Animal Antics?
I always consider that one with like the T and no, not, but it was like the barrel one.
The Clobber Carnage?
Yeah, I fucking hate that one.
Yeah, that... I don't really mind Animal Antics at all.
I don't mind the GBA one. Animal Antics is relentless.
Yeah, the GBA one is better. Alright, can I get some gameplay, please, Nintendo?
My god. Eric updated his playlist. It's gonna be great.
Alright, we're gonna play it on the GameCube mode. And to figure out what the hell's going on with that shit later.
Oh my god, I can't believe he has that on the playlist.
Right, hopefully it won't change the overscan. That's the thing I fucking hate about pre-HD games. Alright. My leg!
There's a lot of Toys in Japan crap on his playlist. Oh my god. That channel is awful. It's
Alright. Looks like it's working now. Alright, you guys ready to finish this off?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hill to the year. Nintendont is a... Hey, I know you, Axel Lee the King. You've been around before. But Nintendont is a GameCube ISO loader that also allows you to play games from the disc and force progressive scan. Because for some reason, progressive scan couldn't just be a standard feature. It was on the Xbox for the most part, it was on the Wii, but with GameCube and PlayStation 2, almost no games have it, and with GameCube games, only really the first-party games have it. Alright, Corona Mountain. I already got the blue coins here, so we're all set. We just gotta go beat the final boss. What are you? Someone's listening to something, and it's loud enough that the mic is picking it up.
Tale featuring Childish Gambler. It's a perfect mashup. Oh my god.
One of my tear ducts have issues. I don't use just any tissue. I need four-ply when I cry.
I have returned with some Doritos, says Gaudy Geeky. Dude, I'm so in the mood for Doritos right now. This is why I'm fat.
I haven't eaten chips in over 2 weeks.
What do you eat? Carrot sticks? Hey, don't laugh. Carrot sticks are good. Too bad my dad rarely buys them. I have to eat actual carrots and all that.
Hey, Alec, you want this egg roll? I'm not gonna eat that egg roll.
Is really intense here.
Oh, for God's sake!
Like, if you use this effect a little bit, and if you were far away from a certain area, there'd be this wavy effect in the air. Here, they crank it up to 70.
So, Stash Hand, what interlacing is essentially you're taking... What progressive means is that you're getting a full frame every vertical interrupt. So while you might have 60 vertical interrupts, you'll have basically 30 interlaced frames per second. And 2 fields. So, difficult to explain this. So what 480i is it's every other frame of the 60 frames per second progressive image is only half of it is being rendered, and they're basically on top of each other. And so what that means is it looks fine on a CRT because those can only usually go up to most consumer grade ones anyway, and then they go up to 480i anyway. But if you're on an HD TV, those can't display interlaced content the same way that a CRT can because it's got a fixed pixel display. So what that basically means is that your TV has to de-interlace it, so what you get is this blurry mess that looks terrible. Like, there are different ways you can de-interlace stuff, but usually the default de-interlace method in your TV isn't very good. So it's just better to just do progressive scan so that you're getting that full frame. Like, this looks emulator quality, and it's because emulators do not interlace stuff. Well, unless if you're using EPCSX2, which doesn't let you do progressive scan on most games for some reason, which kind of defeats the point of it.
Hopefully I can get tech through to a decent. I should get a controller for it tomorrow. I'll just record the footage and hopefully have the review of it by the end of the week. I just don't know how the footage is going to turn out, but we'll see.
One of the reasons I got the FrameMeister is because it's actually got a pretty high quality de-interlace area on it that gets close to a progressive image. It uses this method called Bob de-interlacing, which is basically using line doubling. And, I don't know. Looks okay.
You notice how you can see in the ripples around the boat, the boat's reflection? It's like you're still on the water. They just made it yellow so it looks like lava.
You can actually swim in this lava if you get hit by one of those fish and fall underneath the water, or underneath the lava, you can swim in it like lava.
That's awesome.
I hate this fucking boat. Did I ever mention in the review that I hate this boat?
I don't believe you have.
I like the textures on the walls. They're just
Yep. Yeah.
And this game is beautiful. Don't let anybody tell you different.
I really like its art style. It's so unique.
I think what it is that really helps is because this game's like only a fourth of the size-wise of the Galaxy games. Those are usually like 4 or 5 gigs, and this is only like maybe 1 gig and some change. And what they do with it,
It's the color choices mostly, I think.
Yeah,
the game just
that's
flows
it.
At times, the use of color.
Yes, that's exactly it. Is they kind of they up the contrast on it so you can't tell how pixelated or blurry the textures are. Mario, how dare you disturb my family vacation? Ah.
Why is he giant? Did they ever explain that?
No, they don't.
Now his house
like
is
this
this
time.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
This is... It's a pretty easy final boss.
Like, of course, people say, like, how do they expect anyone to believe that Galaxy Edition could possibly be that big? Well, remember, Mario World has, like, snorks. All the babies have liberty snorks. Nobody has, you know what. That's why you don't
Yeah, so if you can stay ahead of his fire, is normally what they want you to do is to like actually jump over it and stuff, but if you get up there quick enough, oh, frame rate just took a dump.
Kind of funny how this is essentially a giant star.
Shit.
He's going right back to 64.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Oh, you almost saved yourself.
Yeah, if I had jumped just a little bit sooner.
I've seen that happen to other people too. It takes a second too long to recover from a hit, and whoops.
I won't take a walk. By the time I'll get back, you can probably beat it.
Okay.
Shit!
Dude, I would never go for a walk at like this.
Yeah, so up the derp counter to 4.
I mean,
Victor.
Oh yeah, that was a beautiful move you just did.
Nick, you must live in a pretty nice neighborhood if you didn't go like walks this late out at night.
Except it isn't this late out at night. The
Well,
sun was still
our
up.
bill was pretty dark, and we live in the East Coast.
Where I was, the sun was still up until like 10 minutes ago. It just got dark as I was getting it home. I would have gone for a walk earlier, but I wanted to be around for as much as I could. And I thought it might be like, I don't know, 2 hours left, so I'm like, I'll just get back before they're done. And I just barely made it.
There you go.
Where do you
I do
walk?
like I do like how you also have to deal with attacks from Bowser Jr. His little submarine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I really like about what they do with him in Galaxy 2, is they kind of make it so that he's kind of like a techno genius sort of thing, and he builds robots and stuff. Which he kind of does in this game, because he's got the goofy looking submarine, and he's got the submarine in this tub.
I also just like it when he and Bowser fight together, and you know, it's like he's his dad's wingman, he offers a supporting role, so like covers blind spot or whatever. I just like the idea of the two working together to take Mario down.
Why did Flood all of a sudden die? I never got that part of the game.
Oh, I think it's just supposed to be dramatic. Like you spent your whole game with him, and now he's dead.
Mario.
Yeah.
King Cup here.
Like Mario, I always loved
Was
you.
I of assistance?
I always loved you.
I liked how in the beginning it like showed clips of previous games, like the first Mario and then Mario 64.
I don't know. I don't really know what Flood's gender is supposed to be.
I would assume it was female.
I mean, I guess I did too. And then eventually I just sort of realized, because you know that judge at the very beginning of the game?
No.
Overruled!
No,
I always thought that was a woman too, but he clearly has a mustache, so I don't think he's, you know.
Yeah, I mean, could have easily made them the Mario equivalent of Judge Judy. Exploding Celebi says, you don't want to look up pictures proving Flood's gender. That's not something you want to do.
Oh my. Yeah, it might be on the Dilawati meter.
I just realized the Nokis are basically a minority on this island. There's only like a fourth as many of them as there are the Piantas, and they're like relegated to just one part of the island.
Well, I mean that's their homeland, I guess, but you can still find them in most of the other areas. Like you can find them at the hotel, you can find them in the Gelato Beach.
I wonder if they're like.
They're in the Penis Park.
I wonder if they're refugees from some country that Bowser destroyed, or if maybe they're the true natives.
No,
and,
Noki Bay is their homeland.
Yeah, I was about to joke. Oh, or maybe they're the real natives of El Delfino, and the Piantas just came and took over.
Pianta Village is supposed to be where they came from.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time,
No.
like, the Piantas took over something. Like, they actually took over an entire galaxy. That should tell you something about the imperialism of the Pianta people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Look at us talking politics.
The Bowser fight does count as the last shine. which is different from Super Mario 64. That one does not count as the final shine.
I guess they ran out of things they could possibly use for shines. It's like, oh man, we've already got the big coins.
I mean, there's the
coins.
final boss is always the weakest part of these games.
Yeah, but I'm saying that they may have already stretched themselves so thin with what could be counted as getting a shine. That's like, you know, let's just put this last one with the final boss.
Yeah.
It's in his tub.
I think Mario 3 is like the only Mario game I can honestly. Oh, okay, Mario 2 and Mario 3 are like the only ones like boss is pretty epic.
Toadsworth has such tiny hands.
Mr. Mario.
I like Toadsworth, such an underused.
I like. He sounds like Alan Young.
Oh, I love that one picture of the yellow toad like sitting atop the cliff looking at Milky Bay from really high up.
Oh, no joke, like Tristan. Mario 2 is awesome. Like the final battle against Ward, where you throw vegetables and he opens his mouth. That was awesome. And it's got some nice music to like make the battle.
Rogue Helljumper says, people think it's weird that Bowser Jr. knew Princess Peach wasn't his mom. He's still tried capturing her. But all it means is that he wants to please his father. Yeah, I like
there's this dang old postcard. Johnny Rage, insert here. That was no.
But yeah, Bowser Jr. is a good start.
Yeah, sure. I'll go put on the shirt. Why not? And I did learn from people in the comments that is not a 100% reward. You get that. I like the way that the scoreboard looks here, but yeah, as you can see, there we go, 100%. And that really wasn't that hard.
You got two.
Yeah, that was what I was going for, Azel. Like,
Dang, now you gotta 100% the game again just so that they all match.
You know, truth be told, I wouldn't mind that too much, but I think that we should probably move on to a different game. If that's the case. Yeah, so there you go, tropical shirt.
Well, Tristan, what makes battle epic? You have to avoid the bubbles, trying to get in between them so they don't hit you, and you only have like 2 or 4 hit points, depending. And if you get like the hearts in the negative zone, or the mushrooms, I mean. That was a pretty epic final boss. I was quite pleased with it.
What do you guys think of the rumor that the game was actually too bright for some people's eyes to take, so the sunglasses were included to make the game more bearable for them?
I don't think that's true, because they will.
Yeah.
If that was the case, for just to protect those people, they would have given them that ability immediately.
Yeah, it takes like 30 shines before you unlock the sunglasses. Yeah. But that's it, folks. That's Super Mario Sunshine, 100%.
There you go. So much for watching.
That was such a hassle, right?
Oh yeah, I never want to see this again.
Yeah.
Mario 64 is better. No, I'm kidding.
I never want to see anyone play this game again. It's a piece of trash, super shine now.
Mario did look pretty cool in those sunglasses.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice he had a
Alright, so
he looks like he's ready to go.
it's only 20 shines? Okay.
He looks like
I was close.
he looks like he's ready to go check some with Grubby.
I can't believe it. Terrible.
Here comes the plunger.
Oh jeez.
You might call it my plumber snake.
Oh jeez.
The rewards in all of these games are pointless.
Yeah, but
It's like, I don't care.
I don't know.
I did it because it's fun.
This is like a better reward than 50 lives that you're not going to use. Or 64.
Well, in that game you get like that weird little twirly jump thing. Like, you know how when you get like a star in Mario Brothers 3, how he does that spinny jump thing?
Yeah.
You unlock that for getting 120 stars. When you do a triple jump, he'll do that spinny jump. And that's it, and you get the lives. And it's just like you say that you can use the wind cap in the courtyard, but what's the point of that? There's nothing to go get.
Yeah, except Yoshi. Hey, look, he's in the game.
I can't believe it's taken me all these years.
That would have been kind of cool at the time, though.
Guys, I just realized something after all these years of it staring me in the face. That's Gad's face on the sides of the boxes.
Oh, you didn't get that?
I don't know why. It's like,
what did you think it was?
Thought, oh, the red box. Oh, blue box.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Egad's face.
It's kind of cool they incorporate him into this game.
Well, this was released, right around the same time as Luigi, and it's like it was part of the new Mario universe they were launching, I guess.
The Mario Cinematic Universe.
People rejected it immediately. So like, okay, well, we'll go back to ordinary Goombas and Koopas. Okay, well, we'll go back to the Mario people like.
Yeah, so that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I gotta wrap things up now. Bye. Say all you fellows later.
Bye.
Bye.